Welcome to Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. These are the stories of those who have received, given, and who are waiting for the gift of life, organ transplantation. Now here's your host and heart and kidney recipient, BJ Odom.
Welcome to the Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast, where we explore the extraordinary world of organ transplantation. Each week we share inspiring stories and introduce you to remarkable individuals sharing their own transplant stories. Be sure to support the podcast by leaving a 5-star review and subscribing on your preferred podcast platform. Have a transplant story you'd like to share or comments about the podcast? We would love to hear from you. Just email us, giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. And of course, don't forget to like us on Facebook, Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. This is BJ Odom, you know, the guy with more parts than a chicken nugget. My new memoir packed with laughs, heart, and the unbelievable true story of survival you've heard me talk about right here on the Gift of Life podcast. Get your copy today. More parts than a chicken nugget, available on Amazon. As we welcome you to episode 112. This week, we meet Garry with 2 R's, Katz. Garry already fought and defeated cancer, but now he's facing another life-changing battle, kidney failure. From the realities of dialysis to hope of finding a living kidney donor, Garry shares his emotional and inspiring journey with honesty, humor, and heart. This story is a powerful reminder of why organ donation matters and how one person can truly save a life. This is an episode you won't soon forget, as we'll meet Garry Katz coming in next. Garry, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast, and as always, let's get started by finding out just a little bit about you, Garry.
Okay, my name is Garry Katz. I live in Queens, New York. I'm 73, and I like traveling, reading. I'm a people person. I like talking with others, and I just generally enjoy life and everything there is to it, food and everything like that. I was a teacher one time for about 18 years. That was my last job, and previously I had other jobs that were, they were interesting and different. Teaching was very stressful. So that's basically my life.
In a nutshell, huh? Well, of course, you have another life also, and that is why we have you on the podcast. We all have transplant stories, and yours is kind of, well, it maybe began a ways back, because let's just start from the beginning. When did you start having problems, and what's going on with you, Garry?
Oh, sure. About 13 years ago, I had blood cancer. It came on pretty quick. I just lost a lot of weight. Went in. Basically, it was called mantle cell lymphoma, which is deadly. Was given a lot of outpatient chemo, a lot of chemo in the hospital. Was in isolation 3 weeks. They took out all my white blood cells. Most of the red came out of the hospital, and I was borderline anemic. And I just lived with it. I was tired. And about 3 years ago, I started over-urinating, and it was like producing too much urine. And they kept thinking it was the prostate. Eventually, about a year ago almost, it was diagnosed as kidney failure, stage 4, which is practically the kidneys are not working. And they slipped to 5. And when it goes down to 15%, which I'm at now, you go on dialysis, which is where I'm at now, which is 9 hours a week.
Wow. Now, how long have you been on dialysis? When did that start?
Yeah,
with you?
I started dialysis in July. And it's a very debilitating for me. Everybody's different. But for me, it's debilitating. It's 9 hours a week. They freeze you because your blood goes out and comes back in again. So you're freezing. And you come out of the dialysis, for me, feeling like you have the flu. It's called dialysis fog. and you get very tired very quickly. It's hard to operate. I basically cannot read anymore. I cannot focus even on my off days, and driving can be difficult. So it's a difficult life at this moment. Food obviously is restricted. So it's not enjoyable. I am living, and my purpose right now is to basically inform others of my condition and about 100,000 other people. We're all in the same boat. 8 are added every hour to that transplant list. So it's a very serious problem out there. Once you're diagnosed with kidney failure, you have two options. One is dialysis, 9 hours a week, forever, or a kidney transplant, which then you can lead a pretty normal life. So I'm basically searching for somebody who's caring, who will be able to donate and give me a more normal life.
Now, when you talk about the dialysis, I remember back in my days of dialysis, it is like a full-time job. But now when you say 8 or 9 hours a week, now you also, people don't realize this also, okay, maybe you're on dialysis 8 hours a week, but that doesn't count. You have to go to the facility.
Right.
You have to get plugged in, which means, they got to put the needles in your arm. Then they've got to start the process. And then when the process is done, they have to take the needles out. They've got to, make sure there's no extra bleeding or anything. Because what they do is make you like an artery or a vessel that's, big, so it can, take all this fluid in and out. So it's not a normal vein even. So they got to make sure it's done bleeding. And so really by the time, let's just say you're doing a 4-hour session one day, it turns out to be basically 6 hours, 5-6 hours.
Yes. It's about 4 hours from door to coming back to door, 4 or 5 hours in that range. So it really kind of kills your day. So every other day, and it takes everything out of you. It takes all the electrolytes. It takes a lot of vitamins out of you. So you come back depleted. And it does affect you. Not everybody the same, but it does affect me. And as you get older, it affects you more. You don't die of dialysis, but it can affect you. It does affect your body.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days. And back in those days, my blood pressure was pretty normal. Although today, I run with low blood pressure, and I've done that probably for the last few months. And I don't know. I don't even know if I could do dialysis right now because my blood pressure is so low. But I remember when I was back in the chair at the end of a session, my blood pressure would be like, 91 over 62 or something like that. And they want you to, kind of exercise and try to stand and move everything and get your blood pressure back up to 100 again so they could let you leave.
Same thing. The same exact thing. Let me sit down, sit up, breathe in, breathe out to move it up. And they're constantly checking your blood pressure throughout because it does affect your heart. So they're constantly watching you. This is not a pleasant thing. And there is no choice to this. You only know you have kidney problems. Either you stop urinating, which is something that may happen to me, or you're over urinating. Your kidneys are like going off. Or you go to a doctor because you start to swell up. The poisons are not going out of you, which fortunately I did not have. But the choices are only dialysis, which, as you're saying, is more 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours a week, eat 3 times a week, or a kidney, which would mean that I would go back to being able to travel, eat normal foods, and most important, I'd have energy. Right now, I have anemia or borderline, which they give me things for, but it's not natural. So I'm always tired, feeling like I have the flu. I'm not sick, but it's tiring, which kind of takes away from life. Good.
I was just going to say, in a way, you are sick because your kidneys aren't working, and kidney, is a disease, where your kidneys start working. So not only that, but like I said, the dialysis adds a whole new layer to your situation.
Right. It makes it more difficult, and as you age, you have other problems. But dialysis does not totally clean your blood. It cleans about 15% of it. So you're not walking out like a normal person. If your kidneys are working 15%, which mine are probably, and they're cleaning 15%, so for maybe that day, I'm cleaned out 30%. By the time I come back, within 2 days, I'm back down to 15. Mm-hmm. Now, the kidneys can deteriorate or not deteriorate, and I have no control over that. Once they stop working, like your heart, that's it. So the idea is take the pressure off the kidneys, do a dialysis, eat the proper foods, exercise, and hope that they don't stop working. It's like your heart. They can't keep you alive. So it's a very difficult process, and I would hope people realize there are a lot of people on this situation, 100,000, a lot of people, 8 more every hour are put on this. So hopefully when people are aware of it, they know they can give somebody the gift of life, or as you call it, the gift of life. That's why you named your podcast.
Yeah, right.
So they can give me a gift of life, or anybody a gift of life. They don't even have to match with me. They have an exchange program. So no need to contact me directly. At some point, you'll ask for my website, and then they get all the information they want that I forgot to say.
Yeah, because that's the main reason why we're doing this is for you, hopefully, to find a donor, which I'm hoping it makes it happen. But also others, as you said, there is currently in the United States, I believe it's the United States, there is over 100,000 people that are looking.
Isn't that amazing?
For kidneys. And kidneys is the number one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you wait on the list, which I'm on the list, and it's about a 5 to 6 year wait. Normally, if you wait with the hospital, it's with a deceased person. Those don't work as well. They may be somebody who's older, or somebody who has some kind of a disease. They don't always they can't check everything. So you may get that kidney and it fails. If you give somebody a living kidney where that person, the donor, can live with one kidney, that probably will last forever. And immediately I feel better. Immediately you come out of the hospital, it's like you wake up, of what I understand. You have energy, you can eat food, you can travel. It's like a new life, as you would say, a gift of life.
Yeah.
And I don't look at those words. Oh, that's from your podcast. No, I'm kidding with you. But no, it's serious. It's a gift of life that I don't think people are aware of. And I thank you for making people aware of it. It's very hard to get the word out there. It's not a easy thing to do. I think people need to be educated, which is why if you look at my website, which is helpinggary.com, it's helpinggary with 2 R's.com. It's just to educate you. It tells you all the facts. It tells you the hospital's phone number, which is Northwell in New York. Now you get more information, educate yourself. They'll educate you. You can give the kidney any place in the country. They'll tell you where to go. It's free, so you're not having to pay for it. And I just think an idea, if you're having a feeling of wanting to help somebody live life normally, whether it's me or anybody, this is something you may want to check out. It's helpinggary with 2 R's.com. And you'll see my face. I have a little video on there. You do not contact me. This is all anonymous. You make it your own decision. There's no sales pitch or anything.
Now, here's what I like to tell people, and maybe you have this already prepared to tell me, but if you decide to donate your kidney to Garry, that's Garry with 2 R's, by the way.
Yes. Helping Garry 2 R's. I like it, but that's true. That's right. Helpinggary2Rs.com.
I like that. It's kind of like, it brings it home and you almost have a brand here, Garry. But
there you go.
Let me tell you, though, that what I tell people all the time, when you go in to donate a kidney, you are going to get one of the best examinations you have ever had in your life. And it's all taken care of.
There's no expense at all. And any point of time that you're going in, you could stop it. I mean, you see various experts. They're not just thinking anybody. You don't walk in that day and say, hey, I want to give it, and you give it. It will be weeks. I went through about 3 months of testing. They're not going to do anything. And you definitely can live on one kidney. You will not notice a difference. But they will they will give you total treatment, examination. They may find something else that's wrong with you, which then you would not even know of. But you definitely can live on one kidney. You would not even know it. That's why nature gave you 2 of them. Kidneys are an amazing organ. Amazing. It's a filtering system. It gives you red blood cells energy. It filters out the poison. And it basically creates, or is part of the creation of urine that throws the poison out of you. But you don't need 2 of them. And nature gives you 2. So if you give me 1 or anybody, you can definitely live a normal life. And it is expense-free, and it can be done anywhere in the country. Most major hospitals will accept it. You just have to call Northwell Hospital, and I have the number if you need it.
Oh yeah, let's get it out there.
Website. Oh God, talk and then I'll find it.
Well, one thing I was going to.
That part I didn't get.
Well, you go find that real quick so we can get that number out, and hopefully, after someone hears this, they're going to go, Garry with 2 R's, he just needs a kidney, and I need to go out there and give him one of mine because I have 2. I can live on 1 because right now it's living proof because both of my kidneys went out. As obviously, if you're in kidney failure, both of your kidneys have gone out. And so, I'm living on 1 kidney and I'm doing a tremendous job. And here's, like I said, they might find something wrong with you where you cannot donate, Garry, with the 2 R's, a kidney, but it could save your life. Not only, if you can donate, it can save Garry's life. But if you can't donate and they find something wrong, you could be saving your own life.
Oh, yeah. So this is something that I need to get out there. It's amazing. I don't see if you look at my website, it will show you all the information, and I will give it to you after the podcast. You can put it up on your introduction or. Yeah,
I'm going to put it in the show notes. So, if you don't catch it.
Yeah.
There'll be the show notes you can read about, and it'll be right in there.
Yeah, and again, it's on my website. It gives you all the links. It even has a QR code where you can swipe your phone. It gives you the hospital's number, their email, I believe the website, everything, and you can do the transplant at any major hospital. It's free. So that's something you may want to consider.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping that you get a kidney, Garry, because we've been talking now for a few days, and, I feel like we're buddies now.
Thank you.
Garry is kind of, he's come to Florida a few times. He's up there in New York. So now I'm trying to talk him into coming down here and living in Florida so he can hang out with me. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that Garry gets a kidney and you are the one that gives it to him.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. And to anybody, I thank anybody for giving me a gift of life.
Yeah, second chance you need.
Yes, a gift of life. And I appreciate your allowing me to spread the word out there, not only for myself, but for anybody. There are 100,000 people in the same condition. People that you see in the street, they look normal, but they may have this condition. So you can help them. You can help me. Educate yourself. Look at my website, and you'll give them the hospital's number and email, which again is on my website. So I so appreciate, cannot, express the words of appreciation for getting the word out. So I do not have to wait 5 or 6 years of being tortured. And hopefully somebody out there is caring, will hear this and will do something for me, which would be great.
Would be really nice too, because you said you were a teacher for a while.
Yes.
Hopefully
I was caring.
Maybe one of those kids, that you were teaching years ago can remember you and saying, he really inspired me, and maybe we can get them inspired to give you a kidney. Can you imagine if one of your students would end up giving you a kidney?
Really nice. Yeah, I mean, and through life, you go through a lot of people, and I lose track of them where I worked in school or the kids or previous jobs, or when I went to college. I don't know where these people went. So somebody may recognize my name, look at the website and see my picture and say, oh, I know that guy. I'd like to help him. So hopefully that is the case. And again, when this podcast is finished, I'll give you, you'll add to your, the introduction, the information from the hospital. But again, you look at the website, helpinggarrywith2rs.com, and you'll see all the information. Yeah, it's up to your own mind.
Yeah, it's all right there. So helping Garry, that's 2rs.com, and take you to the website, and you can learn everything you need to learn.
Thank you. I appreciate. Stay well. Everybody should stay well. That's part of living, staying well. And without that, you have no life. So I appreciate your help and everybody's attention in this matter. And hopefully I get some help. That would be totally appreciated.
Well, I'm going to be praying for it, young man. So
I thank you. Stay well. And I will be in touch with you. I'll keep you updated on what's going on.
You know, because this actually doesn't air for a couple of weeks yet after we're doing this interview. And so hopefully maybe even between now and then, you'll get that miracle. So we're hoping for that.
Yeah, you never know. It could be in the middle of the night. I was told that phone calls, I have the phone by my bed. I have no idea.
Now
I don't know where I am on the list. There is a list, a nationwide list. I am on it since July. I have no idea where I'm on that list. So any point I can get a call, driving, walking, and I've got 2 hours to get in the hospital in that range. It has to be quick.
Yeah. Now I knew a gentleman who also did this podcast, and I told you this story, but I'm going to tell the audience too, that actually somebody was testing for him, because when you test for like Garry or anyone else in your life, they won't immediately call Garry and say, hey, we got someone testing.
No,
it stays anonymous. And so Garry, there could be, and it would be great if there is, someone could be testing today for you. And you may find out about it in a few weeks, or it may be someone listening to the podcast. So these are all the options. And so people, if you can be the lucky one, let's just say, like on the game show, come on down. You could be the guy who donates Garry with 2 R's a kidney.
Oh, I appreciate it. You're such a terrific person and helpful.
Well,
and I also want people to look at your book, More Than Parts of Chicken Nuggets.
Yeah, More Parts of the Chicken Nugget.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Anybody wants to look at it. And when I get more energy and I can read again, focus on a book, I'll buy it. It's on Amazon, those of you that like to look at it. And this podcast is very uplifting. I hope people continue listening to it. And you have many more years of this podcast and just enjoying life. That is part of life, enjoying it.
Well, Garry, with 2 R's, I appreciate it. Anything we may have missed or anything else you want to get out there before we let you go today?
No, that was it. Just educate yourself on this problem. It's pretty easy to solve. Get all the information, make up your own mind. The website gives you links. And that's pretty much what it's about. And if you want to do it, that's great. Whatever you'd like to do. If you don't want to donate for me, then there's somebody else out there that would like it. And again, you can live a normal life with one kidney. That you will not see any difference at all. It's a very simple process where you ask them, they will give you the information, you decide what you want to do. And again, I appreciate anybody that can help. That would be terrific.
Thank you, Garry, with 2 R's, for sharing your story with us today on the Gift of Life podcast. Be sure to join us each week for a new heartfelt episode. And if you have a transplant story, please email us to tell us about it and let us get you on the podcast. Or maybe you have comments about the podcast. Just email us, giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, and also don't forget to like and share this episode with family and friends. We would appreciate also that 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. Reminder, my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, just isn't a medical story. It's the story of my life. It's a survival story filled with humor, hope, and heart. It'll make you laugh, maybe cry, and definitely believe in second chances. Get yours now on Amazon. More parts than a chicken nugget. Another podcast you might enjoy is myself and former radio partner Bill Stevens, BJ and Bill the Podcast, all on the Podcast Playground Network. We want to thank them for making this podcast possible. Until next time, I'm BJ Odom. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey and reminding us all to appreciate each and every day and to treasure the extraordinary gift of life.